Namaskar. Why Agnihotra timings are important? We cannot do it anytime we like.
A good question you asked. Greetings to you all. For doing Agnihotra, a specific sunrise sunset time has been prescribed by Vedas and also is being followed all over the universe. There are various reasons for following sunrise sunset time. Now, sunrise, if you actually see, sun never rises or never falls, sets. It appears to do so because of the rotation of the earth around the sun. And the first ray of light falling on a planet at a particular point we call sunrise, and the last ray of light receding from that point we call it sunset. At that particular point, that place in the planet is farthest away from the sun comparatively, and there are cosmic disturbances at that time. And because of these cosmic disturbances, which can affect body and mind, Vedas knew that science, and that's the reason they have prescribed the sunset timings for the Agnihotra. Now, these changes, because the very beginning of Vedas, it starts Rigveda with the word Agni Mele Purohitam. That means if you worship the fire, or if you perform sort of a fire, then it will always keep you in front. You make it a leader, or inculcate the leadership qualities in you. And the same sukta, we call Agni Sukta, it has been said, the timing has been given how to Agnihotra. In fact, the whole Agnihotra has been given in a very small form, and it says that Upatvagne dive dive dosha vastar dhyavayam. That means you have to sit beside the fire, and the timing given is dosha vastar. Doshkal is evening, that is sunset, and sunrise. And it says that it has not to be done once in a lifetime, once during the ceremony of marriage or some birth and all. It has to be dive, daily. And then it says, Vattvagneya dive dosha avastadhyaya namo bharante evasya. And the next line says, Rajantam adharanam. They say, if you go on doing this, performing Agnihotra at sunrise, sunset, every day, then it is supposed to be almost the forefront of the Rajantam. It can be almost like a king amongst all yajnas. That's the reason of doing at sunrise, sunset. If you change the timing, then you may not get that benefit of protection from that cosmic disturbance at that particular time. Not only that, if you perform Agnihotra at sunrise, sunset, the another advantage which Vedas prescribe, that its effect lasts. Suppose you perform Agnihotra in the evening, the effect will last till next day sunrise. And if you do it next day sunrise, the effect will last till next day sunset. So this is sort of call of circadian rhythm, what we call in modern language. And Vedas have described this very particularly. In the verse it says, Sayam Sayam Grahapatirno Agnihi Prata Prata Sobana Sasyadata. That means in the evening, every evening, Sayam Sayam, not only one Sayam. They are very particular and very clear. Sayam Sayam, that means at every Sayam, that every evening at sunset, if you perform Agnihotra, you are going to have tranquility of mind. And if you do it in the morning, it will have tranquility of mind till evening. So this is what circadian rhythm is maintained. And that's the reason you should do it. Then you can also know that at least in Maharashtra I know, and Karnataka and part of Telangana, that our grandmothers and all used to always stress that one should not go out of the house during the sunrise, sunset timings, because it may not be very good for the mind, and you may have some sort of a problem. I would be better explain this in Marathi, my own language. तिन्ही सांजेला बाहेर जाऊ नको. And because काहीतरी बाधा होईल. It was not a sort of blind belief or something like that. Probably they had an observation of science for generations, and that very rightly so. And they found that this thing because these are the periods of cosmic disturbances. And even so, I was told that the frequency of talking between the ground and the air, where the aircraft flies, particularly in army and all, the frequency changed at the time. Then other thing, then even if you it has to be done during minutes. There are two reasons for that. First, I will tell you what Maharaj, Professor Guru Sri Gajan Maharaj Ji told me. Last day, that is 6th of December, on his Mahanirman day, there's not very many people were there. I was in Guru Mandir, and I just peeped in to see whether I can take his darshan, so he called me. We discussed about some scientific experiments and all. Then he told me that there are many methods of calculating sunrise sunset. The various panchangas are there. Then the scientific way of describing, a lot of that there. But as far as we people who are performing Agnihotra, we should follow the method which has been brought by Klaus. Klaus was a musician from Australia, and he had got a lot of Golden Disc awards. He was an ardent follower of Maharaj Shri, and every year he used to visit. So he had developed a sort of a program of sunrise sunset. And that program was more scientific. It had many sort of advantages because he has worked out and found that from the basic sunrise sunset, he has also subtracted or added the other points of weather, temperature, and so many other things. And that's the reason it was almost accurate to minute. People thought people can do it up to second, but it's not possible because you cannot be accurate to you can be accurate by your watch, but you cannot be accurate to sunrise sunset because sunrise sunset depends upon various other factors also. These are the sort of weather changes. There's sort of a quite cold, extreme heat, extreme cold, then currents. There's so many things are there. And it is said, I got into literature of the sunrise sunset and found that even during normal variation, there will be 20 to 30 second variation in sunrise sunset time. So at the most you can be accurate till about a minute, and she has very specifically told that it has to be done at what the Klaus has found out and there's been minutes. And he also further told me that now presently Srikanji, we used to call him Gotuji. Gotuji knows to find out the timing of a particular place. In future, you may have printer and all, and then you can get for all places. That is what Guru Ajna, I would call it, or sort of a message from the Sadguru. And if you want to scientifically also, I told that it is not possible. There is variation, but minute may not be. So that's what we are doing at sunrise sunset. And I think these are the reasons we are doing. And beyond all this, it is not a mere ritual. It gives you a sort of a discipline of your body and mind to perform and sit there. There are many sort of things beyond that if you start doing sunrise sunset. One cardiologist told me when he started Agnihotra in Delhi that by performing Agnihotra, I got some extra time in my life to do some good things. Because I could get up early, particular time I could perform, and I got a lot of hours, few hours to do some things which I could not do till now. Thank you.
Thank you so much for making us understand. Thank you.
I would further like to add why sunrise sunset time at a particular time is important. According to yogic sciences, we have to think that at sunrise and sunset, the pores of the skin open. And when you perform Agnihotra, whatever comes out of that fire, that enters the body. It gets absorbed in the skin. The most important, the important substances like cow ghee. Cow ghee is supposed to be very good according to Ayurveda. It's called Jivan, it's a sort of a life. Has all the elements what body needs, and that the some elements get through pore. And then second thing is most important nadi. They say Ida and Pingala, the right and left, normally one flows and other is closed. But exactly at sunrise, sunset, when you are performing Agnihotra, the Sushumna flows, that is both the nostrils start flowing. And we sort of breathe in those whatever is coming out. That's one physical thing. And metaphysically, we are going into trance of a sort of a samadhi and something like that. A lot of work has been done on this scientifically by Dr. Salumurthy, who was DRDO chief later on. He rose to become DRDO chief in army. And he had performed Agnihotra sort of experiment where few subjects, as army soldiers, were taken. They were not told what is being done. Ordinary fire was sort of made, and then they observed the pulse, sort of a galvanic skin resistance, heart, ECG, and EEG of the brain. To cut the story short, then Agnihotra they were exposed to Agnihotra, and it was found that during Agnihotra, there is a drop in the little bit of blood pressure, about 5 to 15. Then brain showed, EEG, that brain EEG showed, there's alpha activity was enhanced with delta depression. As it was transpired that the person was in the atmosphere of Agnihotra, he got mental tranquility. And this could happen only during Agnihotra, sunrise, sunset Agnihotra. So, and thirdly, if you get up and perform Agnihotra, the biorhythms of the body are set up. And these biorhythms keep you healthy. So these are the few reasons. I think they're enough to start Agnihotra and then enjoy it. And you yourself find out why it is important. Thank you.